All right, welcome back to the channel. These are the vlog responses that we do for whenever we do a full feature-length film where we do a documentary-style video. We always do a vlog response to the comment sections, and we kind of do a general discussion in this video too about that video. So if you're new to the channel, or if you're currently a returning subscriber, I appreciate it. We've had about 1,000-ish people subscribe within 4-ish days, so I'm gonna go ahead and repeat myself, so you guys have already heard this, but my name is Brandon Grazier. I'm currently an active duty special operations combat medic. I have about 15 years, coming up on 15 years, and I'm getting out of the military next year, and so I'm kind of doing a little prep, get my life in order. I've also been video editing for about 15-ish years. I've been involved in cinematography for about 20-ish years. I've been making videos and doing stuff pretty much my whole life since I can remember. So a lot of this stuff is kind of natural for me because I've been doing it for so long. It's a skill I've cultivated for a very long time. But I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera. It's not something I'm usually used to, so bear with me if I get a little awkward. One of the things that I wanted to say is, again, always appreciate the love and support in the video. You guys in the comment sections, I mean, oh my gosh, I learn so much from you guys. I mean, I pretty much have a PhD in cars now just from these 4 or 5 videos that I've uploaded at this point. The comment sections, I mean, wow, incredible stuff to read in there. You can really get a pulse on what's going on in the industry with just reading the comment section. I also want to congratulate a subscriber. It is just GYXRJ1KP. He just got his learner's permit, so everyone, if you see him in the comments, slap him on the back and tell him congratulations. I remember when I got mine about 15-ish years ago, that semi-level of freedom was kind of cool. So big step in your life, man, and you're gonna have a really good time once you get your first car. And keep us updated too on what kind of car you get and what you're driving now. It'd be kind of cool. Also want to thank Tony Soprano. He gave me a $25 donation. That's awesome. I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube, so wow, thank you, appreciate that. Now to bring up the current poll, if you're a new subscriber to the channel, we always do a poll before a video comes out, kind of like mid-cycle between, you know, full feature-length film and next full feature-length film. We always try to do a poll in between, or sometimes close to the video. Again, I got food poisoning before this one came out, and that rocked my world, so some of the stuff was a little late on this one, so bear with me on that, apologies. But it was about, do you own a sedan? And currently, with 758 votes, 57% of you guys said yes, you own a sedan. The other 14% said you want to own a sedan. Now, the reason I asked this question was because a lot of the research that I was doing for the video, all the experts in the industry kept saying that, oh, nobody wants a sedan anymore. Oh, the market share for sedans is nothing. But then every other piece of anecdotal data I kept coming across, whether it was on car forums, other YouTube videos, people still want sedans. I refuse to believe that just because most of us are car enthusiasts that we somehow are not even remotely part of the polling data. That just doesn't make sense to me. The other part that doesn't make sense to me is I have friends that work in dealerships, whether it's VW, BMW, Audi, whatever. The salespeople all tell me the same thing, that people do want sedans. And the people that I've talked to also, like some of my friends, they tell me the sedans sell like hotcakes. The question is, why aren't American sedans selling? And I tried to answer that in the video, but just to be blunt, American sedans suck. They're just not good sedans, and that's why they had to stop. And a lot of you guys commented in the video, people want sedans, they just don't want American sedans. And I think that's the reality of the situation here. I also think that a lot of auto manufacturers, especially the American manufacturers, they're probably the worst out of all of them. I think what they did is they realized they cannot make sedans, right? They can't make, I mean, they can, they just choose not to, right? I think they realize they can't make sedans and they can't compete with people like Toyota, Honda, BMW, Audi, VW, all these other manufacturers who make, you know, pretty decent sedans. They can't compete with them. So what they do is they spin up their marketing team, then start pushing trucks and SUVs, and they almost indoctrinate people to make them think that they need an SUV. Whenever you look at the cargo capacity of a sedan, you can actually fit a ton of stuff in there. And I own 3 sedans and I own 3 SUVs, and I never have an issue fitting stuff in my sedans. I actually just picked up a new VW Jetta. I got a 10-year warranty on it. It's for my business, it's for hauling energy drinks, and it's because I can stuff a whole bunch of energy drinks in there because I do my own deliveries for now while I'm a small company. And one of the salesmen there at the VW dealership told me that these Jettas sell like hotcakes. I really think the point of this video here is to just show that American auto manufacturers have kind of dictated the market to push towards SUVs, crossovers, and trucks because they're kind of okay at making those, but, you know, I say kind of okay. but they're terrible at making sedans. The other aspect you have to look at too is the profit margin that they make off of a sedan versus an SUV. And if you think about it, there's really not that much of a difference between these SUVs that they're making now versus a sedan when it comes to the manufacturing process. So what that means is they're able to command a higher price for that SUV when in reality it's just kind of a beefed up sedan. There's not that much of a difference. So there's a question I really want to ask you guys because you might have the answer. We all know CAFE standards really target sedans. They make it undesirable to produce a sedan for these manufacturers. What would happen if CAFE standards changed to where they started targeting SUVs and trucks? That's the big enchilada, and I don't know exactly what would happen. My fear is then that would then be the push, the final push to push everyone to electric vehicles, but I don't know. The other thing to consider too is if you look at Ford and GM, they're starting to signal now that they're gonna start making sedans again, the electric sedans. So this is where it kind of blows this whole theory of, oh, nobody wants a sedan anymore because of space and size. No, I think what it is manufacturers like Ford and GM and I guess Chrysler, they're kind of irrelevant now at this point, but these manufacturers have marketed and pushed this whole idea of SUVs and trucks. Now they realize that because of the way batteries are made, the weight of the batteries, and how the size of the vehicle affects range, aerodynamics, and all that crap, now they start to realize, oh no, now we can't make a profitable or a great SUV electric vehicle. Now we need to make a sedan electric vehicle. So I wouldn't be surprised if now we start seeing a shift in marketing where they're gonna start saying, oh, you don't really need an SUV now. You can do a sedan and do it electric. I wouldn't be surprised. Just a thought. You guys let me know what you think about that, but that's my 2 cents. So 2 things before we go ahead and close out this video here. The next video, it's done. It's ready to go. It's ready to launch. All we need to do now is just build the trailer, launch the trailer, and then launch the video. So stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but I will say it's about Ford. And it was driven by a particular set of comments that I kept seeing, which I don't want to say annoyed me, but kind of blew my mind that people still didn't know what was going on with Ford. So just stay tuned for that. You'll see the trailer coming up here pretty soon. It's going to be pretty wild. And the final point is I'm going to be starting a podcast. So I'll release the details on that whenever we get close to launching the first episode. But if that's something that interests you, leave a comment below and let me know. But it's going to be a pretty raw, unfiltered, and probably vulgar podcast at times. There's certain things you just don't want to say on YouTube, and that's fine, you know. But it's going to be a pretty wild podcast, and you're going to get the inside of Brandon's mind there that's going to be a little bit more wild. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning into the videos, continuing the love and support. I cannot tell you how happy I am every time I upload a video and you guys just bombard the comments with awesome comments. I mean, again, I got like a PhD now in cars. I had a master's before, now I got a PhD times 2. So this is really awesome to see this happening, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So I really appreciate all the love and support. If you guys, again, have any questions, comments, concerns, you can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on my website. You can hit me up on YouTube. I have a Facebook page too, so you can hit me up on there. I'll leave all the links below. So other than that, guys, I'm out. Appreciate it.